If you are living a milk toast life, always doing the boring decisions, always doing the boring stuff, just like everybody else, you go to work, you come back home, you watch social media or Netflix, you go to sleep, rinse and repeat. Maybe on the weekend you go out to a mall or you go onto a small vacation or whatever it is that you're doing. Understand that if you think that that life is not for you and you are bored of it, it's because it's boring and it is milk toast. It is just what everybody else is doing. Understand that if you want a better life, if you want more success, if you want just more adventure into your life, you have to do one singular thing. It's taking risk. Everything that you want is behind taking more risk. Of course, don't take stupid risks. Don't put all your money on roulette. That's stupid. No, take more risk on yourself. Understand that you have the capability of doing and changing your life, of having exponential returns. If you're always taking the rational and the boring decisions, you will never have exponential success. You will always have linear progression that amounts to almost nothing but a boring life and a boring existence. If this is you, understand that you need to take more risk. If in the last 5 years you haven't failed once, that means you're not taking enough risk. You should tolerate a 20, a 30% failure rate. Understand that that's how you learn. That's how you have monumental success. It's by taking risk, is by going and doing things and failing. That's what it means to actually take risk. It is not about gambling. It is not about doing irrational things. Although you might want to do that if you want more adventure. Add more chaos. Even though Jordan Peterson tells you that order is so much better, understand that chaos brings joy to life. It brings everything into focus. It just makes you feel like you're actually living as opposed to just droning around, just sitting on autopilot and going everywhere and not remembering anything because your mind is incapable of being conscious, because it's always sleeping, because the existence that you present it with has nothing to offer. That's what it means to live, to accept that chaos is a part of life, to actually seek it as a thrill, to actually look for risk that has upside tremendously higher than the downside. That's what it means to actually take calculated risk. But you're not going to do it. You're going to do the boring stuff all the time. It is so sad to see so many people just waste away, and they feel it. They just absolutely feel it. They have no sparkle in their eyes. They just feel like their soul was ripped out of them by working 10 hours, 12 hours a day for no reason at all, for taking just boring decisions. Understand that you're working for something. Make something out of the work that you're doing, out of the suffering, out of the things that you are experiencing. Make something out of it. Learn, experience, and try to take more risk and add a little bit of chaos just to make yourself and your life more interesting. Of course, don't be stupid about it. Take smart risk. Understand that risk is the only way to actually get exponential returns. If you think that effort is going to give you anything than just a small percentage every year, you're definitely mistaken. Because effort, it's not really exponential. You have a limited time. And understand, you will never be ready to buy your first house. You will never be ready to hire your first employee. You will never be ready to start your first business. you will never be ready. It will never feel like you're ready. Never. Until the day you do it. And then, not even then, 2 months later, 3 months later, you're gonna be okay with the decision. Once you understand that things are not so bad and you've taken the right decision, even though it took you 1 year, 2 year, 3 years to take that decision, or even 7 years or 10 years of just wobbling around trying to convince yourself to take that risk. Understand that you should be okay with taking more risk, but because that's how you get more. That's how you get everything that you want in life. It is not through effort, it's through risk. Every time you will put in the effort, and then you will find a bifurcation in the road. You will find an intersection with two roads, the boring road and the less boring road, the riskier road. And you're never gonna be able to take that risky road. Understand that you have to take it. Every single time it will feel like you're not ready. Understand that. Every single time you're gonna just skedaddle in front of that intersection, just trying to push yourself over the edge into the risk, into the chaos, to accept the risk, the chance, the 1%, 2%, 5% chance of loss. And that's what it takes. If you always take the boring decisions, you're gonna have boring results. If you're gonna take the risky decision, you are almost always gonna have the interesting results. Of course, you're gonna also have failures, but you're also gonna have exponential results.